So this is the finished product. The Chinese style pork bellies. Chinese style pork belly. Delicious. Nice and soft. Welcome again, guys, to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And we're looking at some pork belly here. Some lovely pork belly, nice and clean. I cleaned it up, and we're going to get ready to do some Chinese style pork belly. And with the Chinese New Year not far off, this would be a wonderful dish for your Chinese New Year. So we'll make some Chinese style pork bellies. Yes, but first we'll blanch the pork bellies. First step, we're going to blanch the pork belly in some boiling water, and have some water boiling there. I'll put some garlic, some ginger, and onion, and some green onion into the water, and blanch for 3 to 4 minutes. So once our water comes to a boil, we'll be doing that step. Hey, now my water has come to a boil. I have my pork bellies right here. We're going to put the pork bellies into the hot water. Oops. Ginger scallion, and garlic, ginger scallion. And we're going to blanch this in this wonderful water. So about 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to do like 4 to 5 minutes. The water come back to a boil, and we'll blanch it for 4 to 5 minutes. So it's doing its thing here. It's blanching, and just have 2 more minutes, and then we'll take it out of this, drain the pork, and dry it off before we go to the next step. So they've been blanching for 5 minutes. I just remove it, put it on. I have a plate lined with some paper towel here, and we're just gonna drain them on here and dry them off. Dry off the pieces. So I just remove them all, dry them, and then we discard this water and the veggies. We discard that, and I'll be back. So in another pot here, we're putting a couple of tablespoons of canola oil. 2 tablespoons of canola oil. And then we're going to put the pork in there, and so that you can get some color. I dried it off after I took it out of the water. I dried it off, and we'll start just putting them in here. And if you think you might have to do it in 2 batches, just go ahead and don't crowd the pan too much, and just do it in 2 batches if you have to. So let me see if I can make some space here for a couple more. I really would like them all to be in the one pan. Makes it easier. I'll fit them all in here because I just, yeah, okay, let's fit them all in here, and they'll do their thing with medium heat here, and you just have to get them some color, on them before adding the sugar to it. So we're going to add some sugar to this so that it can create a glaze. I'm going to list all the ingredients and the amounts in the description box below. And there might be some popping because of the water that's in the pork. You're going to get some popping, so don't be scared, and that's going to happen. So we just let them sit on one side for a good 2 to 3 minutes before we start turning, before we try to turn them or do anything else with them. Just want to get some color on them. So they began to brown, so I decided I needed to turn them. Popping. That's going to happen, so you have to be careful. But you can also put a cover on here. One of those covers that lets the air through, and it wouldn't pop on you that bad. Let me get rid of that scallion there. It's still in here. So I actually turned all of them, and if you have one of these, just use it. It's a Splatter Guard. So it prevents the fat from jumping out of the pot. So I'll just do that, but the air is still coming in. It's not going to sweat. It's not going to sweat and become and start to steam. The air is still going to escape, but it's going to stop the fat from splattering out of the pot. So give this another minute and get some more color, and I'll be back. So we're going to now add the brown sugar. Add the brown sugar. Just be careful of the popping. And we're going to give it a stir. And let that sugar melt and caramelize. And as the sugar caramelizes on there, it's going to get darker. I still keep my splash guard on. Well, I've added the soy sauce and the wine. My battery ran out, so I didn't get a chance to show you guys how, when I was throwing that in. But you need it's a cup of wine, depending on I have 2 pounds of pork here, a cup of wine, and a cup of soy sauce. Soy sauce could be the low sodium soy sauce, but it's going to form a glaze. It's going to reduce to a glaze, and it's going to coat all the pieces. So we just let this evaporate, and then we have to add some water, and then we just let it cook for another another 30 minutes or so. So you see, after 45 minutes, it has thickened up. The sugar with the soy sauce and the wine and everything is thickened up into a lovely glaze, and I'm just waiting for some of the skin is still a little chewy, so that's why I'm giving it a little extra time in here. I'm gonna give it maybe another 10 minutes or so, and it will come, hopefully it's gonna come out really nice and soft. It looks beautiful. So I'll be back. It's worth the wait. It's delicious. Just worth the wait. Takes about an hour and a little more, but it's great. Once again, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next clip. Have a good Chinese New Year. It's coming up.